Good evening and thank you for joining us. The cleanup continues at the scene of a deadly train crash in Paynton. A man has died after the grader he was driving collided with a CN train. The victim is from Hafford. He is a married father of a 9-year-old boy. Here now is more from the crash scene.
Crumpled metal and debris rest in the ditch near the train tracks in Paynton. This was the scene a day after a crash took the life of a village worker. Kimbrough Shue returned to the area today to take pictures. Now she is friends with the victim's family.
It's upsetting, right? Especially seeing it. Well, we didn't see much last night, but the lights. But yeah, you see the train off the tracks there. It's big to comprehend.
The tracks run right in the middle of the village. Ellery Russell's backyard faces the tracks.
I heard the crash, looked out my window, called dispatch, and then went out to the scene right away.
Russell is the fire chief for the volunteer fire department. She was one of the first on scene.
It was a mess. There was crumpled metal everywhere and oil spilling, and the grader, unfortunately, underneath the train.
The train was carrying crude oil. CN officials cannot confirm how much was spilled, but RCMP estimate roughly 1,000 liters could have leaked by late Thursday afternoon. The site has since been contained.
Well, CN and Saskatchewan Environment have developed a comprehensive plan to ensure that all product is cleaned up and remediated, and CN crews will remain on site until this plan has been fully completed.
CN says the track has been cleared of debris. Now, the crash happened in this intersection. It's not known if the train blared its horn before the impact. As for weather conditions, residents say there was blowing snow at the time of the incident. The investigation into the deadly crash continues.
A 31-year-old Cold Lake man could be facing up to 30 years in prison. Now, this stemming from a serious collision from last month. It happened on December 21st on Highway 41 north of Lakeland. His name is not being released at this time, but he is charged with multiple counts of dangerous driving. He's scheduled to appear in Bonnyville court on March 5th. Cold Lake residents may notice a difference in the water quality come this fall. As Clayton Brown explains, the city's Utility Services Commission approved the installation of a $1 million filtration system to replace the current one.
Installed 9 years ago, the current system is nearing its 10-year life expectancy. Despite being known to last up to 15 years, the Utility Commission says it makes sense to replace it now.
We signed a contract that allowed a reduction in price within the 10-year margin, so we're hitting that margin right now, and we want to take value of that contract. After that contract's completed, these prices of these filters will go up significantly.
One of the other biggest advantages to the new filters, they take up less space in the tanks, meaning the city will be able to up the production rate in the future without any expansions to the plant.
Right now, we can continue to treat 22 million liters per day, but now in the same tank, say we can maybe take this water treatment facility within the tanks that we have right now to something beyond 30 million liters per day.
The replacement will start in the summer, but it's expected to take a few months before it's completely in place.
These strands, there's millions of them, and it takes a while in order to change everything over. It is a tedious process, so these things can't happen very quickly. In other words, it's quite a process.
The new filters should be in place sometime in the fall. In Cold Lake, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
They say dogs are man's best friend, and this rings true for one local man as he hosts a dog sled race this weekend. Now, for Dale Swan, it's not just about putting on a show. He's dedicating the race to his 14-year-old dog, Avier, who passed away recently.
She passed away due to cancer, but yeah, she was the strongest dog in my pack or whatever, and it's just unfortunate she passed away because she was a big help to the team because of her strength.
About 30 dog teams are taking part, and Dale says anyone can get involved.
Anybody can race in a dog sled race. You can have a team of 15 poodles and it'll work. So it's virtually open to anybody and everybody as long as you have a sled mat, and a snow hook, then it's perfectly fine.
The Swift Dog Sprint race will be held near the Kitscoty area. For more information, you can email him or visit the website on your screen. Lakeland College is hoping to set a new Guinness World Record next week with the world's largest toboggan. Students did a practice run yesterday for the event on January 31st. The toboggan weighs in at 3,000 pounds, and they're hoping to get more people on board.
To make that record, we've built a toboggan that's 9 feet 4 inches wide by 36 feet long. And to set the record, we have to have at least one person on it travel a distance of 100 meters. But of course, with it being our centennial, we've decided to get 100 people on there and go for, I'm sure it's going to be a great ride for them.
Everyone is encouraged to come out and take pictures and post them on Twitter with the hashtag #GreatRide. Now, you can also visit the website on your screen to sign up and be a part of the record-breaking attempt.